Many years ago, I created a formula that enabled people to communicate from an empowered space without having to overanalyze anything too much. Now, this communication style also happens to be that of the authentic self. Why? Because it eliminates the ego, the negative ego attitudes, and any blame towards other people, and helps us to stay in our sovereignty. Now, our sovereignty is a space that we can sit in feeling grounded, self-respectful, and not affected by external circumstances like many people find hard not to do. So what it is really just an elimination of certain attitudes. First of all, we get rid of the blame. Any written, verbal, or text messages need to eliminate any blame towards other people and even yourself. Whilst we can apologize for things and own our feelings, if we're blaming ourselves and other people, it's really a space of a victim mentality, and that is the opposite of empowerment. Okay, so that's number one. We eliminate the blame, and then we let go of the criticism. There's no need to criticize others or ourselves. Usually people are doing the best they can with what they've got and where they're up to in life. And even though that doesn't always suit us, if we want to stay within our own integrity, feeling like a beautiful, loving, kind person, then we need to stop criticizing and simply accept that other people are different. And that doesn't mean we have to resign ourselves to having that in our life. It just means it's an acceptance that it is what it is. So criticism to the self and others has to also go out the back door. Then there is comparison. When we compare ourselves to others, we really are ripping ourselves off the opportunity to have joy, happiness, excitement, and passion. We need to just be in our own lane, stay in our sovereign space, and follow our own path. Like, just stay on the road that feels good for you and not get diverted off by either shiny things or frustrating things or things that look like other people are achieving more than you. If you truly stay on your soul's path, you will actually find your greatest happiness and fulfillment as well. Now that leads us to number 4. We've had the blame, the criticism, the comparison, and now we just want to release all judgment, because this way we can come more into that self-acceptance and acceptance of others, because true self-love is actually more about self-acceptance and the acceptance of others. Many people miss out that second aspect. That is the crucial ingredient to being a self-loving person. Self-love is not a process that is all about self-entitlement and always doing what is 100% right for us. It's actually getting ourselves into a beautiful space that makes us more community-friendly, more world-friendly, more universal-friendly. This is helping us to play our role in society. So self-love is about communicating from an empowered space. It is about being that authentic self, which is the love with your unique character playing out in this human experience. So with that said, we've got rid of the blame, the criticism, the comparison, and the judgment. And now I'll give you some ways that you can put this into practice. So it's easy to do if you are texting or emailing, writing a letter, or something that you can take your time to do, because you can read it back and see how you might have included one of those 4 things. Not so easy when you're on the spot in the beginning of practicing this process, because you have to process it in the moment. Ultimately, practice makes perfect, right? So the aim of the game is to prep yourself by actually starting some journaling techniques. When we've got something on our mind that we are frustrated about, that's when we're more likely to criticize, compare, judge, or blame, right? So often I recommend writing everything down first. This is a really magical trick, because if you write everything down that you are feeling about a said situation, and then read it back and find all the blame, judgment, criticism, or comparison, then you can rewrite that writing without those aspects in it. See how you can turn the story around and either take responsibility for your feelings or go deeper into the situation. So instead of saying to somebody, "You hurt me when you did this, you are a bad person," you could say, I felt really hurt when that happened because it brought up an emotion for me from the past about a circumstance I had in this time of my life. And that way you're actually building a connection with somebody, which is the ultimate fulfillment, really. Having love, connection, and then being able to contribute that to society and life itself is ultimately part of your soul's purpose. So I suggest anytime you've got something that's bugging you, get pen to paper, write it down, rewrite it, have a little look at where you're pointing the finger, and let the negative go and bring out the love within your true self, your authentic self. And that, my friend, is a way that you can easily work out how to communicate from an empowered space, holding your power, staying in your sovereignty, and living your best life.